So all of you guys that's watching this video want to be liked. It's a natural human feeling. I don't really need to explain why you need to be liked. It's pretty self-explanatory. But we have relationships with people, whether it's romantically or friendly, that don't pan out in our favor. And we feel the animosity from those people. And we don't really understand why that happened, or maybe we do understand why, but we don't really want to deal with it. So to cope with that feeling, we just say, screw that person, like, I don't need them, they don't deserve me, I got all these people in my life, like, I'm good. But deep down, you know that you would like to be liked, right, by everyone. It's a good feeling. So I want to help you guys today on, like, how to get liked, but even more importantly, how to be respected by everyone. So the broad answer is to be a genuine person, but there's things that go into being genuine. So the first part is respecting people the way that you would want yourself respected. So the best example I can give for this is, let's say that you're financially successful. Okay, you're a financially successful person and you're around other people that are also financially successful. But there's this one person that's in this group environment, this setting, you're maybe at a party, and this guy's not on the same financial point as the rest of you guys are. And you guys are all like in a group conversation and you guys are just talking amongst yourselves. And this other guy that's not doing as well financially is trying to chime into the conversation. But you're not really giving him the time of day, as in like you're not really listening to what he's saying. You're not acknowledging him with your body language, right? You're not like facing his direction when he's speaking because you look down on him. But when you look down on someone like that, you're doing yourself a disservice because there's a lot of value that person could possibly be adding to your life if you listen to what they were saying. For example, I'm not doing super financially successful right now, but I'd say I'm doing pretty well. And there's friends that I have that aren't on the same page in life currently, but I know my deficiencies where just because I'm doing financially successful in one area of my life doesn't mean I know everything about the world. And I don't know politics as well as I maybe should. I don't know world history nearly as much as I should, but I have friends that do know that stuff. And I know people that know that information. So when we're at this group environment, this setting where I see them, I'll strike a conversation with them and I'll try to pick their brain apart and ask them questions on what's going on with like the presidential race maybe, or why did this world war happen? Like I don't understand certain concepts. And then they'll ask me about certain areas they know that I excel in. So we learn from each other that way. But if I were just to shut them off and disrespect them, right, I would be missing out on knowledge that would help me grow into a more well-rounded individual. So that's important. And then that gains to the fact that when you go ahead and you make the effort to try to get to know someone, you understand where that person comes from, right? Like you can read people's body language by the way they talk, what they say. Like you don't always understand what's going on in someone's life until you start to try to understand that person and get to know them more. So when you get to know them more, you gain clarity on that individual. And I mentioned this, respecting someone and being buddy-buddy with someone are two different concepts. Like when I'm saying in this example here that there's someone that I can gain value from on things that I don't know in life, doesn't necessarily mean that I'm like super close with them where we're like hanging out all the time and I'm hitting them up every weekend to spend time with each other. But when we are in environments where we happen to be in the same room and we're in a conversation, I will look at them as an equal because we can benefit from one another and grow. But there is also that understanding that in part of being a genuine person that I'm not going to be buddy-buddy with you and feel super close if I don't feel super close with you. And part of growing up is being able to understand that difference. And when you do understand that difference, it makes it a lot easier for people to look at you and respect you. And when they see you in the future, they know what you're about. They understand that, hey, we may not be close, but that's okay. We can still have a conversation and be adults about it. We don't have to act like just because we're not super close that when we are in these environments, we just try to like ignore each other or look down on one another. Like that's not the way you want to live life. You know, because we're all human, right? At the end of the day, like we all have our own things. We all have our own problems behind the scenes that we don't talk about. And everyone just wants to be understood. And when you're able to respect someone, right, you're able to be understood, you understand them, then you gain clarity on the situation. it allows you to be a more likable person. And when you become a more likable person, more doors open up in your life, right? Like you don't know who's going to reach out to you to help you with whatever that you need, right? Like it never goes to waste. But when you close doors on people just because you don't think that you are on the same page, it's not going to help. It's only going to make you struggle to progress your life even further, right? It's not all about you, right? Like when you are trying to move up the chain of life, like there's so many people in this world that can succeed with you, okay? And you never know when someone else that may not be on the same level as you right now may take off and be ahead of you financially if that's what you're so invested in thinking about. Personally, I don't think that way. Like I said, you've seen my video about what I define success as. Like financial success is just one small piece of it. But like you just don't know where anyone's going to go. So why close those doors? Sure, people need to be providing value in your life, and you can respect people as long as not respect people as long as, but respect people no matter what. But if you do understand after getting to know a person that there's no value being brought in your life, you don't have to continuously keep going out of your way to try to be, having conversations with that person if there's just nothing there, right? But you can still be cordial, right? You can always be cordial. Like that respect level should never go. So I hope you guys gained a lot of value from this video. Being liked is something that we all want to experience, but we don't know the proper steps to go about it. So this will 100% help you get to that point. Like, comment, share with a friend who needs to hear this, who's having a hard time being liked, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will catch you guys in the next video.